How suitably disgusting. Fling your blood at me like that again, boy, and I'll have you cast into the Styx, where you can drown in it.
Time for another blood spree, then. You found me, Artemis. My Lady Artemis, this is nothing next to all your grace and favor.
Hey, wait, this is an offering for me? Oh, that's very kind, though. Let's get back to hunting now, okay? I think you might enjoy it on Olympus. There's a lot of feasting here, I guess, and the air is cool and crisp, and it's much brighter than it is down there. Sounds like a dream, right?
Come on, you knuckleheads. You're mine. Another skilless ion?
Baldy, look who. Prince, that vintage ambrosia bottle that you gave me, that was the greatest thing I ever tried, I think. Even Baldy enjoyed the stuff.
I thought you'd like it, sir, and so I'm pleased to offer you another. Almost a shame we seldom get such imports from Olympus around here. I hope I can appreciate it for myself sometime, once all this is over with, I think.
What? You mean that you've never touched the stuff yourself? You've much more self-control than I have there. Perhaps someday we'll have a chance to share some between us.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Prince Ed, it seems you brought my little Shady back to visit me. How very kind. And I can tell he's in good care of late.
He is, sir, and I'm grateful once again to have adopted him. You sure you don't want him back, though? Always seems like you could use a friend.
All due respect, Highness, but I've the best friend anyone can ask for to my right just there. And as for little Shady, he was more inclined than I to see the farthest reaches of the underworld. Safe travels to you both. Makes sense to me.
Never enough. Glad you like it, mate. Thank you for helping me out with your supply, even if you fleeced me with those prices. I'm back, ladies.
Good job, Red Blood. You made it all this way. But I have got to send you back to Daddy now. Nothing personal.
Wish you could join me, Electo. Want me to put in a good word with Father next time so you can come visit us at the house yourself?
Oh, you know, I'd rather have my eyes put out, but thanks for offering. Now, time to head on home. Now! No way!
She won't like this. I'll just be a moment, Father.
Go on and try.
Hi, hon.
Got it. Slavog, go figure.
Hey, listen here a moment, Hades kid. Look, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing Orphe back to me again and everything.
Eurydice, you're more than welcome, really. You've helped me through the flames of hell time after time. Least I could do is coax old Orpheus out of his private pit of despair so you and he could set things right between the two of you.
Well, you're a real sweetheart, hon. You'll still be seeing Orphe all the time around your house, but now I get to see him too. Nice having something to look forward to, you know? Bet someone out there feels that about you. For you.
Ooh, that's good. Eurydice, I was thinking maybe this would benefit your culinary practice. Here, please.
Whoa, this is ambrosia. Hard to come by this stuff around here. You sure I can have this?
Absolutely. Least I could do for all your friendship and support. Always happy to hear your voice when I'm out here. Lovely place to have to smash my way through.
Is clinging to a memory what keeps the soul from fading? Why then, would that I could simply leave that glimmer of my past behind, for there is nothing for me here.
Well, what's it going to be this time, stranger? The Hydrolite? Maybe the kiss of Styx?
You sure you don't need any of this stuff, sir? I really appreciate it, but I don't want to take it for granted.
Oh, come. This is Elysium. Taking such things for granted is the point. We gloried shades receive our stipend of the finest goods, so we can battle till we've had our fill. But I've already had my fill, I think.
Thanks, sir.
Well now, Asterius, he's returned. And this time we shall have to vanquish him without the aid of our divine armor. A worthy challenge, no?
Be cautious not to underestimate him, King. He has proved troublesome before.
Nonsense, my friend. For how can one underestimate that which deserves no esteem whatsoever? Together now, attack!
No! What a loudmouth. I dedicate this victory to you, good shade.
So, you thwarted the champion of Elysium.
I thwarted him, all right.
Vigilant Cerberus decides to look the other way this once.
Thank you, boy. Get you for last time, father. I don't think I'll ever get accustomed to the breeze.
Come, show me everything you've learned of how to fight. Olympus gave you quite the edge against me then. Beaten. Once. Again.
Bye. In the name of someone very sore right now.
Mere moments from his final victory, the prince, in his great haste, ignored surveying each side of a rather busy crossing, where a swiftly passing chariot collided with him very forcefully.
Again?
Well, that was pretty good, all in all.
Mr. Hypnos, I wanted to check in with you again regarding the procession line that's right in front of you, right over there. It's moving pretty slow.
I know. Those shades, they just go on and on and on and on forever, blathering about this or that. I mean, Lord Hades, it's a wonder he can stand it, listening to them every day or night.
Well, it's just, I think you were supposed to keep things moving, so if they're taking too long, I guess maybe you could say something. Or any bright ideas?
It's a toughie, Dusa, because I think it's important that the Shades who wait their turn, why, that they get a chance to say their piece. But it's a real tricky situation you bring up, so let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I am going to sleep on it, and then get back to you.
Okay, well, if you don't, though, I'll check in with you again later, I guess. Because I'm under orders, so, bye.
Goodbye.
Boy.
Achilles, would you tell me something more of Patroclus? You mentioned you were very close.
We could have been no closer. The ashes of our bodies yet mingled together somewhere on the surface there. What can I tell you, lad? I loved him with all my heart. And he left me too soon.
But now you're both here in the underworld. Can't you go seek him out? Or alter your arrangement with my father?
I tried, lad. I have tried. On both accounts. What you propose is not that simple, it turns out. But I shall tell you what. When next you see Patroclus on your journeys, you keep speaking to him for me, won't you?
I'll do what I can.
My records indicate that you've collected earnings based on some of your accomplishments there, boy. I suppose you need an income of your own, having decided to cut ties and all.
What, you mean the bounties that you've offered up to anybody capable of beating Meg and all your other guardians out there? Don't you think that puts a lot of undue pressure on them, knowing that you've turned them into targets?
They must do better than they have, else they shall be replaced. If they're to grow in their respective roles, they have to know their weaknesses. And so do I. That you collect the bounties for it matters not.
What about the bounties for vanquishing you? Who's your replacement going to be?
Enough! Get out.
The much-feared Cerberus licks endlessly at something on the floor.
Hey Orpheus, you know I once wrested this bottle of ambrosia from the champions of Elysium, defeating them 2 against 1, just so I could bring it here to you personally.
Please, my friend. I feel I am undeserving of such a relentless show of kindness on your part. I shall accept, but you'll relent, won't you? As well as forgive me.
Mate, if that is your wish, then it will be my pleasure to oblige. Though may this gift symbolize the strength of our friendship for an eternity to come. I've learned so much from you.
Thank you, my friend. Would that I had capacity to take some joy from this.
Hey Orpheus, I got myself a lyre much like yours, except I'm absolutely miserable when I try to play. Got any advice?
Oh, why, that's splendid, Zagreus. And I can certainly show you a thing or two. First, the proper posture is important. Here. Now remember to practice the plucking technique which I taught you, and mind your offhand constantly. And above all, continue practicing. The joyfulness is in the practicing itself.
Thanks for the impromptu lesson, mate. I had this awful contraband I wanted to turn in as soon as possible, if you don't mind taking it from me, Meg.
You still have no idea how to be upfront with me, do you, Zag? Why don't you tell me why you're here and what you want?
So the whole contraband thing, you aren't buying it, I guess. Although I see you took the bottle there now anyway. I wanted just to talk to you, and patch things up, maybe.
Patch things up? What is it, by your estimation, that could use repairs between the two of us, huh?
I was naive. I tried not to get too close, but then I did, and said a lot of stupid things, and then... Well, we've since tried to kill each other lots of times, there's that. Look, I'm sorry, Meg.
You said a lot of stupid things, all right. And we Furies, we're not much for forgiveness or apologies. But I can see you're making an attempt. Now thank you for the contraband. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye. Should check the garden.
Excellent work, my son.
So, Mother, all the pomegranates around here, those are your doing?
Not a lot of fruit trees take to this environment, my son. Though there's something about pomegranates. Maybe it's that their seeds so resemble the gemstones your father liked so much. Or that they don't need much water.
Fruit trees, huh? I grew up around all these palms and never thought much of it. Are there many other types of fruit trees on the surface, then?
Well, I suppose there are a few. But I like pomegranates most of all.
I like them too. Skelly, I'm serious. You really won't tell me anything about you? You're just going to leave me to speculate forever? Yep. For you, Lady Athena, without whom I would assuredly be lost.
This is an unexpected gesture, cousin. I do appreciate it, though please do not feel obliged. I offer you my friendship, not alone to be repaid. Hail and good tidings to you, noble cousin. May you be swift and thorough, vanquishing the dead who dare oppose you.
I bear a message for you, son of Hades. One recorded in an age when certain concepts it describes did not yet all exist. Remember this. I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. A waking phrase, to which you and the unseen artifact of my creation may respond.
A waking phrase. And an all-seeing artifact, you must mean Aegis, right? So I'm to say to it, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame, and it'll wake right up. Though, can you tell me what it means, or who?
Oh, I can tell you almost anything. However, I would much prefer it if you learned most of the answers you seek by yourself.
I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame. That'll show you.
Whoa, Sang, heard you hanging with the Fury Mega of late. Well, cheers to that, man. Bet she's something else. But you just watch for that whip of hers, okay?
Care on, mate. I don't suppose you've given any further thought to my proposal to just, you know, ferry me up to the surface, seeing as it's not out of your way. I'll take that as a no. Look at all that coin. Time for Tisiphone, maybe? Oh well.
If there's anyone in all the underworld who owes you Zagreus, it's your friend Sisyphus. He would be much worse off if not for you.
What, because I've been distracting you?
Dereliction of duty and fear of reprisal are not one and the same, though you don't seem to be concerned with either one.
Majesty. I ever tell you you're a real sweetheart, hun? Because if not, I'm telling you right now. Where would my culinary practice be if not for you?
I think your culinary practice would be every bit as extraordinary, though I'm pleased to have done small service to you in this great pursuit.
Well, we both know you've done a lot more for me than that. I wasn't expecting to make any new friends here anytime soon, so all the more reason it's been a real treat to get to know you. If I may say, you're a hell of a guy, Your Royal Majesty. Gotta tell you, hun, Orpheus sure is different since last he and I met. You know, back when he was still living and breathing and all.
I think the experience of trying to rescue you, failing, dying, becoming court musician, refusing to sing, then being locked in solitary confinement, then finding out about you probably did a number on him. Why, is everything all right? You seem to be getting along last I saw.
Oh, we're getting along great. Better than ever. He used to be a bit more of a hotshot, but now it's like he's a little more, what's the word? Sensitive? Now I can always tell exactly what's on his mind.
Living on Olympus here, I'm surrounded by my family, but I always felt alone. I know that's not the same as your experience, but I'm just saying I relate to what you're going through.
You're back. I heard you've vanquished Theseus however many times of late. Or someone matching your description has, stranger. Almost had to laugh when I heard that. Though, I suspect he hasn't learned a thing.
What, you know him? Though, yes, he does seem rather set in his ways. Convinced himself that I'm some sort of demon from the lowest depths. Which, well, it's partly true, I guess.
You're quite notorious around these parts. The tales of your father's monstrous son, kept under lock and key within his house. Fear and ignorance make for great stories, no?
Thanks for this. I beat the Bull of Minos. Lord Zeus, I bid you please accept my humble offering for all you've done for me.
Why, that is rather generous of you, and I'm grateful for it, nephew. How good of you to make attempts at reciprocity. Poor Demeter, young man. I still wonder what became of her fair daughter. Ran away with mortals there, perhaps. Some of the tales even more preposterous. Don't go believing everything you hear. And do be sensitive about the subject, hmm? Demeter, she's been through quite enough.
Once took a skinny little chap down to the underworld. Got the business end of a sharp spear, he did. He had it coming, though. A lot of lying and cheating and the like. Last that I heard, he's still making his amends down there.
You again? Beware, Asterius, the demon comes. The demon who would sever the fraternal bonds we share if we so much as drop our guard.
What? You think I'm here to ruin your friendship? Look, to each his own in that regard, though, since you bring it up, I really don't see why Asterius puts up with you.
You see? Just as I said. Cover your bovine ears, Asterius, for this monstrosity would poison us to get the upper hand.
They say to never meet your heroes. Hello, supportive shade. Hope you enjoyed the show. You hungry, Cerberus? I bet you are. Just what I need.
Slag man, I was just attempting here to get our good friend Artemis to finally make an appearance at one of my feasts. It's just, wouldn't you know, she's all preoccupied. Something about a hunt?
That's right, Lord Dionysus. A hunt, which requires lots and lots of total quiet and clear-minded focus. So if you'll excuse me.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
Bye for now, boy. It's kind of nice out here.
You bear the sigil of the dead. I wear the helm of darkness. Even devoid of artifacts as these, we fight here without witnesses, in shadow.
If only everybody knew you had a mighty son most capable of cutting you down to size, with or without the ability to vanish suddenly.
A very boastful son, who often thinks too much of his ability. Come then, I'll make you vanish suddenly.
I can't move. Father!
Yes, I hear you, Father. You stubborn. You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you. You're quite strong.
Say hi to Hypnos for me. In my father's name. The ancient blood.
Having gained the surface once again, Prince Zagreus breathes deeply of the wildflowers and the roses and the like, among which one of them contains an allergen so intolerably potent that it causes this. What?
Thank you, thank you. Definitely witty conversation, Lord Hermes. Boons are more than welcome after that.
Ha! Good. I like these little chats. Take care now, boss.
Caught me on a break again.
Hello, sir. I have to tell you, Sisyphus, sometimes I wish I knew more about your past. You must have been a great king.
Well, the thing is that I wasn't, Highness. And that's not modesty from me, all right? All behind me now, and I'd appreciate it if we left it at that.
I hear you, sir. Though whatever you did in your mortal days, you've since more than paid for it, I'm sure. Wait, is that why you're still here in Tartarus? Because you think you deserve this?
It's more like this is where I belong, where my path has taken me, you know? Here in the underworld, you can't entirely escape your past, and yet it's like you get another life to live, with all the wisdom that you picked up along the way. Say no more.
A pleasure. Guess I get a break.
Hey! You ever play any music or sing or anything yourself, Hades kid? It's good for you, you know.
I play a bit of the lyre, as a matter of fact. Orpheus himself gave me some pointers on it. Never really tried singing, though. Can't even imagine it, really.
Well, might I recommend giving it a shot at some point? Who knows? You might be the next Orpheus.
Happy to be in the area, boss. Seeing as the mortal folk up here keep dying off, and someone's got to bring their souls down to your domain now, don't they?
Bye now, ladies.
The frostbitten horn which you bear once overflowed. It holds a certain power still, of course. But never again shall mortal kind take it for granted.
I grow so tired of the others here, you know. I'd much rather be out with the woodland nymphs than with these gods upon this mountaintop. You must know what it's like.
Get on.
Thought I'd find you here. Thought I might stop by and check up on this corner of the underworld, Zag. Together, like last time.
We have this.
Prepare yourselves. clear of them for now. You've gotten stronger, Zag. Go on.
He returns! You are beneath the notice of the gods, monster, whilst I have earned their favor.
All right, this is it.
Would that you cleaned your chambers with the same devotion you show getting to these heights.
All right, taking the shot.
Ow. How d- Get on. Take me home.
In the name of Hades.
Having somehow defeated Grim Lord Hades in a thrilling fight, Prince Agrius discovers it was all a dream. A rather deadly nightmare, actually. Gah!
I can't believe I actually pulled this off.
Great job! Hey, you look like you could use some sleep.
You've taken more advantage of the pact of punishment than I would have expected, boy. I almost wish to commend you for doing such a thing.
Almost. I've been rampaging through the worst your realm has to offer, causing you untold inconvenience and likely a fortune in repair costs. I thought you'd be upset.
Upset? Heavens, no. Through your repeated bumbling, you have revealed a number of shortcomings in our operations, which my underlings are busy working to address.
You know you sound especially despicable when you say underlings, don't you?
Don't let me keep you any longer, boy. Go forth. Try to escape again. You're helping make the underworld a better place.
Plenty of room for improvement.